WCVB NewsCenter 5 at noon starts right now.
Breaking news at noon. State and Waltham police have released this sketch of a suspect in an assault on the Riverwalk. Come over to your screen here and take a look. Police believe this person, believed to be a Hispanic male, about in his late 20s or 30s, about 5'7". You can see here in the image, pretty clear. Police say that this is who they may be looking for. The assault happened Sunday just before 9 p.m. The female victim was walking in the area of Newton and Farwell Streets when she says the suspect grabbed her from behind and tried to cover her mouth. She screamed and got away. If you recognize this person, you're asked to call police. Breaking in New Hampshire, a report of a suspicious package forced the evacuation of a building at a mill complex on Pine Street Extension for much of the morning. The area was also blocked up from traffic. Nashua police say the area has reopened and there's no longer a drive over back road where police are investigating the suspicious death of a woman. Well, officers who responded to the scene late last night found a woman dead from an apparent gunshot wound. An autopsy is being performed today. The woman's identity has not yet been released. Let's give you a live look at radar now. Storm Team 5 tracking the threat of severe weather and heavy downpours later this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Brown. Antoinette is off. Let's get right to meteorologist David Williams, who has the timeline for this system. David.
Yes, we are tracking impact weather. Strong to severe storms anywhere between 2 to 10 p.m. But the later in this timeline, that's when those storms will be making their way into the eastern half of the state. What we're mainly concerned about, gusty winds, possibly even some large hail. Once again, that's a little bit farther west, and some street flooding will be possible as well. So what we're looking at outdoors, just mostly cloudy skies for a good portion of us. But we're starting to see a few thunderstorms starting to fire off in eastern New York. That'll continue to work its way east. The line that we're tracking hasn't quite developed yet, but it will begin to fill in over the next hour or so and then continue to drop its way south. So the south coast, the south shore, the Cape and the islands, you're going to get this batch of rain much later today, by the time we get to around 9 to 10 p.m. tonight, and then lingering briefly into the overnight hours. So here we go. Here comes that line developing closer to around 2 to 3 p.m., dropping its way into Worcester County. By the time we get to around 4 to 5 p.m., now it's in eastern Mass. That continues to drop its way south. So once again, not clearing until we get late into our evening hours tonight. By the time we get to around 9 to 10 p.m., 11 p.m. to midnight, that's when all this activity finally begins to clear, and then we're looking at a beautiful weekend up ahead. But make sure to be weather aware for today, anywhere between 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. We'll break down more impacts you can expect throughout your Friday in just a moment. Jessica?
All right, David, thank you. You can stay informed if and when severe weather moves into your area on the WCVB mobile app. Be sure to turn on the alerts to get urgent information sent right to your phone. The North End restaurant owner accused of shooting at a man on Hanover Street was back in court this morning. NewsCenter 5's Peter Eliopoulos is live in Boston. And Peter, there was quite a show of support for Patrick Mendoza in the courtroom.
Yeah, there was, Jessica. His family and also workers from Monica's were here supporting him in Boston Municipal Court. Now, he appealed.
You know, I may have said this a time or two, but it's beginning to sound like Groundhog Day. But you have a chance to win the growing Mega Millions jackpot. The jackpot just now growing to $1.35 billion. The prize clearly not easy to win. The 1 in 302.6 million odds of matching the numbers on 5 white balls and a separate mega ball. Yeah, quite the feat. But there has to be a winner eventually, so why not me? You can get the winning numbers tonight on NewsCenter 5 at 11. Of course, you could win too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, hopefully someone wins eventually. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see. But today it's going to be a rough day, especially once we get later on into our afternoon hours. Really making its way inside of 495, closer to around 4 to 5 p.m., which is why we have an impact weather day. Gusty winds, downpours, lightning, all an area of concern, but at least our weekend is looking much better.
It looks beautiful.
It does.
We can hold out one day.
Yes.
Hope you have a good Friday. Pack the umbrella. We'll see you at 4.
Most watched, most honored. Winner of the Emmy Award for Best Newscast and Best Breaking News Coverage. WCVB NewsCenter 5, Boston's news leader. What?